sitting at a brand new airport here. This is the brand new Kingston, Jamaica airport, done by Runway 26 Designs. It's not available on the org store at all, but it's available on Flight Sim Market. Actually, never purchased anything from them before, so. And I saw that they did Montego Bay. That's on the org store in Kingston, but I like flying out of Kingston just for the challenge of it and flying over the country. So I picked up this airport from them. It's what, 19 euros, maybe like 25 US. It's not bad. Needs a little bit more work, but it's fine for now. So I'm sitting here right in Kingston. This is exactly what it looks like. When I fly in and out of it, this is it. Used to have a gate here where you walk down, actually walk out to the airplanes on the ramp, but now they have gates, mostly. Still think some of the gates you have to walk out there, but it's all good. So that's where we're sitting. We're sitting in the Zebo 737-800 RG mod, and I think I have the latest version that I use, and I'm going to be flying the Caribbean airline livery today. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be taking it up to Miami. And the reason why I want to take it up to Miami, well, the reason I want to do some flying is that I am using default, actually, let me take that back. I'm using a new cloud texture called Soft Clouds. I think that's what it's called, yeah. Soft Cloud Art 1.6. It's on the org store. It's a freeware. And I'm using that in combination with Flight Sim Global Real Weather. So, as you could tell, I'm disappointed with X-Enviro 1.08 or 1.09 and 1.07 and all of it. So let me just try another weather add-on and see, what we can do with it. FSGRW, Flight Sim Global Real Weather, is about 35 euros. Still got it also from the sim market. And we're going to see what it is. It's supposed to have accurate wind depiction, cloud layers, wind layers, all kinds of stuff. And I'm telling you right now, these clouds are not too bad for default. So we're going to run through this and see what we got. But as usual, it's raining in Jamaica. And we're sitting in a cockpit, and we're just going to set up real quick and get out of here. I don't think we have any ATC coverage today, but that's fine. I have no problem with that. And we are connected to Vatsim, so we'll be seeing it online, but hey, it is all good. All good. And, gonna have to get used to a lot of things doing it all over again, the way I'm used to doing it, but we'll see. I haven't flown in a while, so hopefully I remember how to do everything that I'm normally able to do. Here we go. All right. Let's fire this bad boy up, man. Man, I haven't flown in such a long time. I guess we can do the first thing is bring on the battery right here. And, battery bus, we can see the voltage. Bring on the standby power. And bring on the emergency lights right there. Good. So the battery is good. It's all good there. And we have ground power available, so let's just kick that on right away. And we're not going to do any testing of the equipment or anything like that. I mean, I could do some tests, some stall warning tests and stuff, but not interested in doing that. It's a sim. Alright, so we got power to the airplane, which is good. It's firing up. Let's also just align the IRSs like real quick so they can take its time to align. Bring them over to nav on 1. It says it's on DC mode, and it's going to go to align over here. That's good. And same thing with 2, and we can check the time. It's got like a 5-minute countdown we set it to here, so it's going to be alright with it. So we're going to align the IRSs there and see. Hold on one sec. Alright, good deal. Good. And come down here and just jump into the FMC real quick. It's asking me to align the IRS, so we're going to go to page POSINIT. Page 2, copy over the left GPS, put it in there, and then we can put the origin destination here, MKJP, and we're going to go MKJP to KMIA. Yeah, I did file a flight plan on Vatsim, but we'll jump in that real quick and look at it. So, all right. So airplane is firing up. Irises are aligned. A couple of things we got to do is bring on the position lights. Got to come on. Leave the anti-collision off for now. Turn on the no smoking sign. And let's fire up the APU so we get some AC in this plane. 1, 2, 3. APU should be firing up there. And turn on one of the fuel pumps. There we go. Low pressure. You can also bring on the electric pumps. And it looks like right now the outside temperature is 26 Celsius. So we're going to cool it down just a little bit. And if we jump outside, we should be able to hear this APU firing up. There it is. Perfect. Nice sounds. Love this livery, by the way. This is a beautiful Caribbean Airlines livery. It's got the Jamaican flag and another flag on there, but this the hummingbird, the Jamaican national bird on the side of it. Cool. All right, so APU's firing up. It's raining out. I'll turn on the window heat for now. That's good. And once APU becomes available, we'll switch it on and switch on the bleeds on this thing. Should be coming available here shortly. Let's watch that. There it is. Switch over. APU bleed can come on. The pack's already on, so here it comes. So the temperature, we're gonna just cool it down just a little. Jamaica is always hot or warm, whichever way you look at it. Before I put on the flight route, let's come down here real quick and go into the menu and and start our boarding process. We can board the cargo, which you can hear coming up, and we can board the passengers. We can hear them also. There we go. And I think the door's open. Yeah, door's open by default. There we go. Cool beans. Alright, so F-mod sound is on point. You can hear the people in the back. Amazing, man. Amazing for freeware. Cool beans. Alright. While that's doing what it's doing, check, make sure everything else is ready for the overhead for us. Yeah, which it looks like it's to be. We could turn on the galley power too on the cabin utility for now. And that's good. Let's jump in here real quick and put in our route that we filed. Pretty simple flight plan. We're gonna do a save in 5 departure to save them. I know they did some updates on the PFD and the ND for this plane. I haven't seen it since they did it. Hopefully it all works out. Thank you, ma'am. UA 301. So it's the airway we're gonna hit after save them. And we're gonna go to Toton. T-O-T-O-N. And from Toton, we're gonna go Ursus, U-R-S-U-S. And we're gonna activate that. So that's gonna be our, there we go. Departure is going to be the save in 5. Here we go. I didn't even look at the runway to see what runway is recommending. Based on the winds, it's saying that we're going to be using runway 30 today. Alright, so runway 30. Cool. And the arrival, it's saying that we're going to be reusing runway 9. Okay, that's the right side on the Flipper 5 arrival. Let's go to Flipper 5, Ursus transition, and runway ILS 9. Sweet. What's going on, John? I'm back, man. I'm back. Welcome aboard. MDJMTV. Welcome. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining me. Flying out of Kingston up to Miami, so we're gonna have a good flight. And here comes the ND and the primary flight display. We can actually run through it real quick and see if the plan is all set in this thing. Let's do 5 miles, and we can just scroll through the legs here and see if we got a good flight plan. Take off runway 30, straight ahead. Make a right turn, go to save him, and keep going north to flipper. Lovely. Lease it, downwind, and join Gits and come back. Yeah, that's good. No discontinuities. It's looking good. I think we are good on our flight plan. I like that. Alright. Now, hopefully I remember all my steps to flying here, because I haven't done a flight in a while. So, alright, so we're all set up there. Passengers are boarding, all the lights are on, we got APU running. Let's see if we got the cabin temperature coming down. Yes, cabin temperature is coming down nicely, so we're good to go. So the passengers should be comfortable. Let's go ahead and put in our perf stuff. And if I remember correctly, we can load all of this through the fuel, weight, and balance. And the total fuel on board is going to be 17.9. Alright. And the payload is going to be 12.4. Actually, 35.7 is the payload. So that should match up with my zero fuel weight of 127.5. Ah, perfect. Perfect. So we got that all in here. So we can come to the init ref. And we got our weight set up. Reserves on this flight. For the fuel is going to be 2.4 on the reserves. And cost index, what are we running? 33. This is all from SimBrief here. By the way, cruise altitude on this 360 we're going up to. Alright, and we can put in some wind information and temperature information. Top of climb wind is 289 at 35 knots. 289, 35 knots. And the ISO dev on this is going to be minus 22. It's not bad. Minus 22 Fahrenheit. Clear that. 22 on the Fahrenheit scale. There we go. 18,000 feet is the transition altitude, not 17. Pretty sure it is out of Jamaica. So we can execute that. And outside temperature, 26. We're going to derate that a little bit. 95, perfect on the derate. Flat 5 takeoff. And CG we can generate 23.9. So the V speeds are 138, 139, 148. So that means my climb out speed is going to be 158, 163. That's plus 15 I use on the climb out speed. And I'm sure our heading is going to be a runway heading out of here, which is not 030. What am I doing? Come back. Not bad. I think on this SID, it's going to be 5,000 feet. I'll double check that, make sure. But our setup looks good. So far, so good on it. Let's see, climb out speed. There we go. Nice. Alright, what am I missing? There we are, still good. Let me just look at Navigraph here. Look at my departure, make sure we have everything right. Coming out of Jamaica with this. Yeah, it looks like it stopped raining. Cleared up a little bit. And just to check my weather, I was letting you guys know earlier that I'm using some modified clouds and flight sim global weather. So manually configured. Make sure that's correct. Yeah, it's cleared up. It's cleared up pretty nicely. Let me check one more thing here. Make sure flight sim global wheel weather is still sending. Alright, QNH. Right now it's saying it's going to be 1014 in the QNH out of Jamaica. Winds are out of 360 at 10 knots. Okay. 1014. So we can go over here and do HPA. 1014 is good. Next side over here, same thing. Good to go. Yeah, it's still drizzling outside a little bit, but no windshield effect. That's one of the other reasons why I'm going to use default weather from now on until X-Enviro gets its act together because of these clouds, man. MKJP. I'm just bringing up the charts here to look at it, make sure we got the departure right. Departure we said was 7-5. And that's our SID, 7-5. Well, it looks like we got ATC online. Cool. So we'll get some clearance out of here. Make sure our flight plan is good. And, okay. Looks good. Alright, let's get air traffic control online. 1254. Let's see if we can race somebody. 1254. I think that's Kingston radar, if I'm not mistaken. We'll call them up here in a second. Alright, let me call up Kingston radar. Just make sure I have my flight plan all set up here so when I copy stuff from them, I know it's going to be accurate when they give me a readback on it. Give me a second. Copy. Man, I haven't done this in a while. All those steps I had programmed in my head are all gone. I gotta rethink everything that I'm doing. Start. And good evening, Kingston radar. Caribbean Airlines 2806 requesting IFR clearance to Miami. Wonder if my mic is still set up. Let me check that real quick. Audio setup. Yeah, should be good. I said standby. I think we should be still good online. So he can hear me, so I'll stand by for him. Maybe he's on text only. It looks like my sound is still set up. Alright, that's good. Good to know. Alright, while we're waiting on that, let's check our boarding here. Announcements from the captain. Alright, come on. Where is he with my clearance? Alright, we'll set him down in the meantime. We're going to be calling for pushback here shortly. Seatbelts can come on. And actually, got to do this cruise altitude, 36,000 feet. Set up this pushback in the meantime.
Going to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I want to go exactly there, my friend. Yeah, push back and push forward. That's good. I just missed my clearance. I think I just missed my clearance. Hold on. Gotta see.
Going to cockpit. Who is driving up?
Alright, clear to Miami, Kino 1 departure, save him, Ursus, squawk 6701. Kino 1, vectors to Ursus, 6701 is the squawk code. Alright, good. Make sure we have the right departure. It says Kino 1. Now we have to save him, so we got to do this. Kino 1. Execute. Legs. And just go run over the plan real quick, make sure that we have it right.
All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And let's do this. Turn on anti-collision. Turn on transponder. And double check the Kino 1 here, make sure we're good to go. Kino 1, step through, straight ahead, vectors to Kino. Okay, good, we're good. So, slight change.
We've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Will do, ma'am, will do. Alright, not much changes, so we're good to go on the departure. The only difference is Kino 1 is a little bit...
Fuel connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, we will release parking brake, thank you. There we go.
Start in pushback and may start engine.
Alright, here goes the gate. And what happened to our pushback? Pushback is delayed, why? Huh. It's interesting. What do I have on that's stopping the pushback? That's parking brake. Is that a glitch of some sort? I see what happened. Nose wheel. Let's go now with the nose wheel. Let's do this. Check the joystick. Make sure it's calibrated right. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Joystick wasn't calibrated. Told you, haven't flown in a while. There we go. Perfect. Alright, here goes the pushback. So we can kill the packs. Not the passengers, that's the packs. Got the bleed pressure up, and we're going to start engine number 2. There we go. So that's going to be engine 2 start. Got rotation on number 2, which is good. And that sounds so awesome. We got 22% on the N1. We can add some fuel. There we go. Nice. And guys, welcome aboard, man. If you're just joining me, this is a new Kingston Airport done by Runway 26 Designs. I got it on the sim market for about 19 euros, about 25 US or something like that. And it's a good scene. It's a nice clean scenery. I like it. You know, not a lot of clutter, not a lot of traffic, but it's good. Alright, we got starter cutout on 2. Let's go ahead and start up 1. And watch the rotation. There it is. We got rotation on 1. Alright, and we can introduce fuel. Fuel's coming in. Nice. That sounds so glorious. What's going on, Billy Goat 515? Thanks for joining me, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's not a bad airport, is it? Actually looks really nice. Basti, you got yourself a Glock 17 early?
Operation complete. Set park and brake.
Alright, set park and brake here. Awesome. Alright, park and brake set.
Disconnecting tool. Stand by.
Let's just check one more thing. There we go. Alright, so engine 1 and 2 ready to go. Switch over to gens. We're good to go there. Bring on the pitot heat. Turn off the APU bleed. Engine bleed can come on. Get the packs going. We already have our cruise altitude set, which is good. Temperature is already set. And let's see. We got to bring on the yaw damper, so we don't forget that. And we can turn off the APU there. Perfect. Come down here. We're going to do a flat 5. 1, 2, 5 takeoff. Make sure these flaps are coming out.
Who is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Yeah, Billy Goat. Yeah, I do intend to stream. Now that I was saying earlier that I used to stream quite frequently, a few days a week. Had some medical emergencies with my wife, but everything is good now. So hopefully I can get back to my normal and do at least 2 streams a week, maybe 3. You know, don't want to set it too high where I don't accomplish it. But yeah, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give me a follow, and you'll get notified when I'm going to stream. At least 2 to 3 days a week is what my goal is going to be, and coming to do that. All right, so pushback truck is set. Let's go ahead and turn on the flight directors. Got to bring that on. And we're going to turn on the terrain radar. Ooh, nice, look at that. That's a beta build. And thank you very much for the subscribe, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And I'll keep you informed, man, as I go along. Thanks a lot. Alright, so terrain radar is on. We don't really need any weather radar because we don't have any weather out here, but we do have some terrain. And that's good to go. Now, I'm not using a checklist to make sure everything is good. We got to go RTO, a recall check, so we have no arrows on here. And all we got to do is call for taxi, and we are out of here. The trim was set. There we go. And we can do a flight control check, make sure flight controls are good. Right, left, right, left. And come down here, we can also check it down at this display right here. Up, down, rudder left, rudder right, and she's behaving nicely. And we can go ahead and turn this off. Perfect, we don't need that. Alright, let me just bring up the charts here and see what our taxi is going to look like. And here we go. Alright, it should be a short taxi. Taxi down via Echo, I think, or Alpha. And Kingston radar, Caribbean 2806, ready for taxi. I think Kingston radar is text only. I didn't hear any voice. We'll see if it responds. There we go. Taxi via Alpha Echo hold short runway 30. And taxi via Alpha Echo hold short runway 30. Caribbean 2806. Alright, that's it, folks. Better late than never. Hopefully we got everything that we need. Fuel pumps are on. Recall was checked. Personalization is on and checked. Flaps are down. Trim is set. Gear handle is down. RTO on the brakes. And we are going to head out of here. give it a taxi. Yeah, listen to those engines spool up. So we're going to go straight ahead, make a left turn, Alpha to Echo, and a hold short on the runway. We're probably going to have to turn around on the runway. We got no traffic, which is good. Is my TCAS on? Traffic is on and terrain is on, which is good. Alright. Set this to 5 miles. It's better. Yeah, not a bad airport. Nicely done, I think. Ground textures looks good. Got a little bit of rain coming in. Yeah, this should departure should take us out over the ocean, make a right turn, go across top of Jamaica, and then head out into the Caribbean Sea over Cuba and descend into Miami. So, alright, so the radar is working. That's pretty nice. The terrain radar, which is the hills over here. Here's the Air Jamaica hangar that used to be when Air Jamaica was still in effect. Now it's Caribbean Airlines. They bought out Air Jamaica. And the taxi here looks sweet. Do it nice and slow. Not going to rush a taxi here to still get the plane roll under its own power. Beautiful livery. Alright, let me pay attention to where we're going here. Alright, so I think we're gonna go here, right, and hold short. Yep. Scenery is nice. I like the scenery. It's by Runway 26 Designs. It's pretty cool. And Kingston Radar, Caribbean 2806 holding short runway 30. Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 30, Caribbean 2806. Yeah, that MT-11 is going to be awesome, man. It's going to be a good plane. It's a hybrid plane, combination Boeing and Airbus. Yep, absolutely it's going to be. Alright, auto throttle can come on. What else do we need? Flap set, trim set. Well, we got to sit down the cabin crew here. There we go. Turn on all the lights, which we forgot to turn on our taxi lights. And we have continuous. There we go. I don't think we need to backtrack to the end of runway 30. I think we're going to be fine here. We'll hold the brakes, pull it up, and see if we can do as much manual flying as possible. A little bit of precip, but we don't need any wipers. Alright, so 40% N1. There we go. Yeah, listen to those engines. I got slight crosswind here. 80 knots. Checked.
E1, rotate.
Rotate. Bring her up nicely. There we go.
Positive brake.
And gears coming up. And we're going to hold the runway heading. Bring the nose on just a little. Wow. As we climb out over the ocean into the rain. Here she goes. Awesome. She's flying so nice. Bring up the flaps. Flaps up full. There we go. Flaps coming up.
1,000.
checked. Speed going nicely. We got the throttle reduction here. And that's Kingston right there. Taking off out of Kingston, Jamaica. Awesome. Direct save him, Caribbean 2806. Alright, got ATC debt. Go direct save him. Let's turn on the LNAV, VNAV. We're going to arm that. And we're going to go legs. Save him. Execute. And follow the flight direct to here. See if I can hand fly this thing. Do I want to hand fly? Yeah, why not? Alright, here's the right turn out to direct save him. So speed's coming up.
1,000 to go.
And increase our altitudes. Awesome. Speed's good, trim's good. Peek out the window. Oh, nice. Alright, getting to IMC. Let me bring on the autopilot here. Not screw around with it. Alright, nose coming down so we can speed up. Here we go. And we got to climb and maintain 14,000 per ATC. There we go. Good to go. Alright. Speed's good. We're on point. We got some terrain ahead of us that we can't see, but we have the terrain radar on, so that's good. Not much we can see out the window. A little bit of Kingston going by. Oh yeah, we're climbing out. Yeah, so basically what I'm using on this flight is default clouds with a cloud mod called Soft Cloud Art and Flight Sim Global Real Weather. So we'll see how it performs. No X-Enviro today. Alright. Clearing up top of clouds here, which is good. Let me extend the range out here a little bit on this. Good to go. Soon coming up on 10,000. Altitude looks good. Not bad. Nice scenery out the window there. Alright, 10,000 feet. Lights can come off. Continuous can come off. We can stow the gear handle. There we go. Auto brake can go to off. Check our pressurization, make sure we're good. Cabin is pressurizing and climbing, which is good. And temperature is good in the cabin. Yep, temp's good. Perfect. Alright, should be expecting some further climb instructions here shortly. And we're coming up to save him. These clouds are not bad at all. Let me just double check these clouds and make sure that I'm not using you know what? I am using SkyMax, aren't I? No wonder. That's the clouds I'm looking for right there. That's better. No wonder my frames are killing. And Kingston radar, Caribbean 2806, 1344, 14,000. And climb maintain flight level 360, Caribbean 2806. Alright, we got clearance to 360. Let's go up. And let's do a level change, 360. And that's what what's our climb out speed? 271. Yep. It's going to be correct, so we're set there. So we got our final cruise altitude. Looks like I'm going to have to uninstall SkyMax Pro because it's turning itself on by default whenever I turn off X-Enviro, and I don't want that. I want X-Enviro to be off, I want SkyMax Pro to be off, so I'm going to have to definitely turn it off here. So this is the default weather with Flight Sim Global Real Weather and a soft cloud art. We'll see how that looks. Alright, extend the range here. Frames are much better now. Not much to see coming out of Jamaica, except the coastline here. That's beautiful. Look at the blue water, man. That's nice. That's leaving Jamaica and heading out in the Caribbean Ocean. Hey, Basti, the Tolless A319, I thought about getting it, but I didn't get it yet because, you know, I have the flight factor, so there was like no huge need for me to get it. Let's go to standard here. But it's good. I watch a couple streams on it, and seems to be a good airplane. Nicely done from out of the gate. Not any real problems at all or anything like that. Later on in time I might get it, but for right now, because I have the flight factor, I don't feel like picking it up just yet. There's other things to get in the meantime. Sync up my heading here. Alright, so let's just check one more time. Pressurization is good. Cabin temp is good. Recall is good. No errors. Flap up, lights out, and we're going up to 36,000 feet, which is checked here. So we got our final cruising altitude. We're heading out to Miami, and it's going to be a 1 hour 20-minute flight. Forgot to start the clock, so got about an hour and 10 to go to get up there. So we are good to go on this flight. Yeah, I like it a lot. Here she goes. As you can tell with the weather, the clouds, it extends all the way to the horizon. Unlike SkyMax Pro, which puts you in a cloud box, it's basically extended all the way to the horizon. And the puffs are not bad. These are not bad. I love this livery, by the way. So, what I like about default weather and Flight Sim Global Real Weather is just download the weather and forget it. With the new X-Enviro 1.09, man, there's so many options added to it, so many sliders. It's just too much for me personally. I know a lot of people like customization and they like to customize the weather they like it. I like simplicity. The simpler it is, the better. Turn it on, hook it up, and forget it. I don't want to have to slide this, slide the horizon up and down, slide the textures, the quality. Nah, that's just too much for me to do. I like to just put the weather in, set it to real world weather, and forget it. And that's what I like about FS Global Real Weather and the default weather. I don't have to worry about it, you know? Can't get over this livery. Freeware on the org store. Look at that thing. Air Jamaica and Caribbean Airlines. That's pretty nice. You get a little bit of weather reload as you just saw there, but it's like for like a split second. That's the only thing if I could fix is the weather reload, you know, in the sim itself when you switch when you're flying with regular weather. Other than that, that's no other drawback for me at this point. Only the weather reload gets me. Other than that, I am good with the way the sim is running and the weather looks. I'll deal with that. X-Enviro does have some nice cloudscapes and stuff, some nice looking clouds. I mean, it's beautiful. But earlier when I was sitting on the ground in Montego Bay, it was raining. The weather radar worked, the windshield effect worked, the wipers worked properly. With X-Enviro as it is now, that stuff doesn't work at all. It just gets annoying. I don't mean to harp on X-Enviro, but I bought that stuff from like the first week it came out, and I loved it because I saw the potential in it, but they haven't capitalized on that yet. Ooh, look at that view. Still can see the coast of Jamaica here. Nice. I think Montego Bay is somewhere down here. Yeah, Montego Bay is somewhere down here. Yep, definitely is. And that's what we're looking at. The only thing I need to do is this. I think there's a mod for the airplane to get rid of or make this a little bit more white. The trails, contrails for the airplane itself. That's what I need to get. Alright, so where are we? 30,000 feet, 6,000 feet left to go. Let's put it in VNAV mode. I think we needed to increase our speed there. So we're going to lower the nose. And then we'll pick up back to climb again. Not a problem. That'll push our top for climb off a little bit. And then we'll check to see how far we got to go. Let's get some light in the cockpit here. Panels are kind of, there you go. Light there. Light over here. I like that. Alright, begin our climb again, which is good. Terrain radar, traffic is on. We can do the weather radar. Let's do that. Weather. Alright, good. Just in case we come across weather. Nice cloud formation. Coming up over Cuba right there. Clouds are not bad. Not at all. Yeah. I can live with this. This looks nice. My estimation. Man, look at this texture, and I'm running this as the RG mod, by the way, on top of the Zebo. Give me 1 second there, guys. I'm gonna take a quick phone call.
1,000 to go.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I got a call from my wife, had to take it. I know she hasn't been feeling well lately, and she's better now, so every time she calls, I make sure I pick up the phone, make sure she's okay, but she's fine. She's just on the job right now and to deal with some stuff, but we're back. I was just looking at that scenery while I was talking, with the clouds. Again, this is modded clouds, default plus soft cloud art, it's called. And I gotta tell you, man, it looks nice. I'm just looking out the window at, you know, at everything with the clouds. And this is all freeware stuff, you know. Nice variety in the clouds. You know, just with the different kind of cloud textures, you know. Look at that. That is beautiful. I don't care what anybody says. That looks nice right there. You know, it stretches all the way to the horizon, and it keeps coming in. That's what I like about it. Ignore the trails here. That's nasty. But clouds look good. Anyway, we're up over Cuba right now. This is ortho for Cuba. ZL-15 over Cuba also. No need to go any higher than that. But I am pleased. I am pleased with Flight Sim Global Wheel Weather, and I'm pleased with the cloud that I have. I'm going to stick with this for a while. Definitely going to stick with this for a while. Not going to change it at all. It is doing whatever it's supposed to do for me, and it looks nice. And I'll have the rain effect that works on the windshield when it's raining. You know how big deal that is for me? But I like that. That increased my immersion in the sim. So I am pleased. Let me tend to my passengers here. Make some announcements. Oop. I think I disconnected my autopilot by mistake. There we go. Very good. Let's go to menu. Announcements. Cruise. Alright, seatbelt signs can come off. It's good. And everything is all set here. So we are cruising along. Let's see how far we got to go before top of descent. We got 300 miles to go to top of descent. 1917 Zulu. So we got about 37 minutes before top of descent. Not bad. We should be able to bump this up to Mach 0.80. Still a speed intervene here. We got fuel. We got plenty of fuel on board. Bump up the speed. Cut down on the flight time a little bit. Still gonna be flying over Cuba. That's coming up, which is good. Yeah, a variety of cloud is good. There's one variety here, another variety here, another variety here. I like that. Wow, the ortho picked up all these little islands out here. Look at that. Man, it even has the mask around it. Pick up a little bit in the shallow areas. That's pretty cool. I didn't know there's all these little islands out here. That's nice. That is nice. Not sure what that is. See if I can get a better window view here. That's what's missing with once they added the cabin here. I'm not able to see my engines anymore. My engines spin up, which I normally like to see. Let's go up. Yeah, it's better. If I could get closer would be nice. You know what? I'm gonna work with that. Save that there. At least I can see a little bit of the engine. I like that view. I have this view here. Something like that's better. Yeah, save that. Cool. Yeah, performing nicely. Very nice. That's just hanging there. Turn off to weather radar. Terrain and traffic is on. That's what I want to see. Don't think the radar work for this side. Traffic works. Weather, huh, it does work. That's cool. Didn't know that. After this flight, we're gonna jump into the 900. There hasn't been any updates since the last time I flew it, but I'm gonna jump into the 900 and do another flight from Miami, maybe up to Atlanta or something. Miss these airplanes, man. These airplanes are so nice. That looks damn good right there. It certainly does. I got a weather load there. I just had the frame stutter a while ago. There goes another weather load. That's not bad. Flight Sim Global Real Weather. I've set up to download the weather or update the weather every 5 minutes. I feel doing it that way gives me the most current weather, the most current winds aloft and everything like that. And it seems to be fine. You know, it does make the clouds update every 5 minutes, but I'm willing to live with that for now, I guess. See, it's painting, this is not terrain, this is a cloud it's looking at right there. That's cloud moisture. I don't have the, actually, you know what? Take that back. I do have the terrain on. Oh, that's terrain it's picking up. I thought it was clouds or weather. Okay, yep. It's painting terrain. Tells you the altitudes and everything up and the clearance above it. Not bad. I could keep staring out the window, man, constantly. Just looking at the scene and looking how it looks like. So far with the latest update that I'm rocking right now, all seems to be good. No bugs I've detected so far. Everything's just working good. Not sure what else is left to be done on this airplane to call it a finished product, because it seems finished to me. Turn up some of the volumes here for the announcements and stuff. Yeah, those looks good. Pax volume, airport volume. That's good. Alright. Other audio config. That's good. Alright. We're good there. I'm surprised they haven't come out with an update for the 900 yet since the last time I've flown it. Very surprised. They should have come out with an update already, but they haven't. Nice overcast, like that. That looks good. Yeah, Billy Goat. That livery is nice. And definitely the RG mod. For the, what, 20 euro or 10 euro that I gave the guys, I think it's 10 euros. It's worth it. They've updated it. They've kept pace with the Zibo updates so far, so I have no complaints about the RG mod and what it does. And basically, I have 3 versions of this plane now that I can fly. I can fly the regular Zibo, which has the lighter cockpit textures and the different coloring on some of these lights. I can fly the RG mod, which has the split scimitar winglets, alright, like that. Plus it's got the color lights are different for the fuel and for the emergency brake and stuff like that, and you get the dark cockpit textures. And then I have the 900 series, sorry, which has its own things with the EFB right here. So I have 3 different 800s of 737 NG to fly, and that's not counting the 737-300 that we have, which is good, and the 200, which I don't have. So we got a lot of 73s to choose from. A year ago in the sim, before X-Plane 10.11 whatever, we never had any 737s, you know, NG to fly, and everybody wanted flight factor so bad because we were missing it. Now a lot of people could care less about flight factor at this point. Not flight factor, I mean PMDG, I should say. A lot of people could care less about the PMDG 737 coming over. I guess it would be nice to see what kind of quality they would bring to X-Plane, you know, but you're gonna have to come good, because the level of detail on this plane is growing every day. The textures are nice that people have done, freeware and otherwise, and all the features that Zibo is putting into the FMC and just the rock solidness of it, they're gonna have to compete with. It might be very difficult for them to compete with a freeware. You know, if they've been developing this airplane all along and not telling anybody, I'm sure they're watching the progress of this and going, man, you know, I don't know. Yeah, the livers for the 900, they were coming out quite a bit, and then they stopped. I don't know, but it all depends on the volunteer time of everybody in X-Plane, you know. I thank those guys for making these livers and stuff, but more should be coming out. I don't have the 787, and as far as I know, the 787 is really not that good. You know, nothing is good about it as far as the last time I checked, which is maybe 6 months or a year ago. You know, so I don't have it, and I'm at a point now when I just started flying X-Plane. I picked up some freeware planes, man, and pairware too, that were just utter garbage. I mean, at the time I didn't know it because, you know, I was new to flight simulators. I never did FSX or P3D. But now that I look back on those planes, I'm like, man, what was I thinking? And so, if airplanes are not on this particular kind of level, like this freeware right here, I'm really not interested in flying it, you know? I want as detailed as possible, or kind of like as real as it gets. And so, those are the planes that I aim to fly. Keep coming back to these big tube liners, but I like them. I did a little test stream on the DA62 twin engine diesel engine GA plane. I like that. I gotta learn the 1000 avionics in there, but it's gonna be a plane that I'm gonna be flying, and I'm gonna also get the TBM 900 that's coming out too. But those are all detailed airplanes. Those are all quote-unquote study level-ish, or as best as it can get. So, you know, those are the ones I like flying, man. So that 800 I don't know about. Yeah, the J-Roll on CRJ is good. older airplane, but was good from day one. I think I heard that there should be some modifications coming for it, or some updates coming to bring it back into the Century. I know it's really good with the BSS sound pack. All the sounds are nice on that. But I just never thought about getting it and flying it. You know, maybe when I get bored of these planes, that might be something I'll look into. Who knows? Maybe. Look at the clouds in the ortho. Those are actual clouds from the satellite photograph. It's crazy. Alright, we're gonna say bye to Cuba. Doing the last of Cuba there. You can even see the reflections in the metal right here off the ground. That's nuts, man. This is called my split scimitar wing view. I like it. Alright, let's check our progress. 143 miles to go to top of descent. 1917, so I got 17 minutes to go. Let's start checking the weather here. And based on FSGRW, let me show this to you guys. If I see if I can pull it up on stream. Hold on one second. Let's do display. Yeah, you guys should be able to see this. So this is Flight Sim Global Wheel Weather, and it updates as you go to the nearest stations. The precip, the sky cover, the pressure, the temperature, the wind, the visibility, upper air levels and temperature and wind directions, stuff like that. This is it. It does show you everything. And I haven't even delved into what these things can do. What's Flight Planner? Interesting. Okay. Didn't know it has that. Let's go back. So this is getting all the weather information from 12 miles away at Canagua. I guess that's in Cuba also. But this is how detailed it is. So this just adds to what X-Plane does. This is pretty cool. But what's good is the upper level winds and things like that, and wind direction. It's pretty cool. What's on the tools? Nothing. Alright, so let's come back over there. Alright, and let me go ahead and look up in, since there's no ATC on, we can pull up Sky Vector, and Sky Vector will give us the weather in Miami. So right now the weather in Miami, .10-mile visibility, wind is 040, 9 gusts in 16. So the wind is coming out of the northeast. Okay. And so we're going to have a crosswind of 9 knots to 16 knot crosswind. That ought to be funny. And so we got scattered clouds, 3,000 broken, 4,100 broken, 6,000 broken, 2,500. Altimeter is 3015 in Miami. And we might have rain going into Miami. Yes, there's a little bit of rain clouds around. I can see. Yep. So QNH is going to be 3015, and we might get a little bit of rain. So let's set that 3015. Go. Alright, so that's set. And then we did set up for runway 9. I think we're going to still use runway 9 on the arrival. Yep, we're set up for runway 9. So, ILS frequency for runway 9 is 110.9, 094. .9. And then landing speed, we're going to do flap 40, 138. 40 by 138. Alright, so we got our VREP speed over here. 138 plus 5, 140, 142. Probably 145 with the wind we're going to be landing at. So that's set up. Good deal. And the land altitude is going to be like 50 feet or so. Yeah, that's it. Minimum we can set. Top of descent is coming up in about 90 miles, which is good. We're going to get the VNAV manage that for us. And then we'll see if we have any rain going in here. Yeah, we are good to go. So we're all set up for the descent and landing. No surprises on the charts. Let me see if I can show you guys what we're looking at with Sky Vector. Give me a second here. So all I do is put in Sky Vector and do KMIA for Miami. Go. It will center over Miami right here. And if you hover over Miami, it shows you the weather. Come on. There we go. Miami International Airport. So there's some rain clouds I see. Precip going out to sea. Some's coming in, so we might have some rain. And we have a little bit of rain cloud right here over Miami. And if you look at the ATIS, it's 040, 9 gusts in 16, 10 miles, rain, scattered 3,000, 4,100 broken, 6,000 broken, 2,500, 25, and altimeter 3015. So that's basically what I look at when I'm setting up for my landing. And if I pull up Navigraph charts and do that, you can see where we are right now. So we just left Cuba. We came from Jamaica down here. And we left Cuba, and we're going to be landing down here in Miami. I didn't put in the route, so we're going direct to Ursus right now. We're going to start our descent into Miami right here. So that's where we're at. And we would have been picking up the Miami center coming up shortly, but we don't have to. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of like what I use to my navigate stuff. When I'm not flying the Airbus, I don't get to show you guys the stuff, but that's what I use. A little bit of rain on the precip, not bad. One thing we'd have to do is reset our MCP altitude so the VNAV can take effect. We'll drop it down to flight level 240 initially. Alright, here we go. But that's it. And one thing we need to check before descent is the recall, make sure everything is set. Then we can set our auto brake to 2. Yeah, so we're good. And then we can go in our menu, advanced announcements, and play the descent announcement. I wish I could turn up the captain's messages or volume of it. It's just not. I used to be able to do that, man. Audio config, volume, passenger volume is up, pilot monitoring volume is up, airport volume is good, gyro engine, AC volume is down, wind volume is down, roll impact bumps. That's it. It doesn't show the... Uh-oh, did I reset something? I think I did. Yes, I did. Oh, crap. Turn passenger pilot volume is good. Airport volume is 6. Gyro we can turn down to 3. Engine volume we can turn up. Yeah, we're making a turnout. Now this engine volume we make it a 7. Next page. For wind noise we can turn to 4. Roll impact we can turn to 3. Bumps to 3. And GPWS we can turn to 500. Yeah, that's good sound right there. Alright, we're good to go. Save that. We're good to go. Alright. For some reason I think that the F-mod had more control over the audio and stuff. Maybe I was wrong. Alright, 40 something miles to go to top of the descent, and we're going to be ascending. Yeah, I can definitely say that I'm pleased with the clouds, and I'm pleased with the FS Global Real Weather. This is going to be my go-to weather for the foreseeable future until X-Enviro gets its act together. I like this. I like how these clouds look. I like how they feel. We'll see what it feels like when we're flying through them. We shall see. Yeah, open the door there so we can hear some of the volume a little bit more. Yeah, let's do this. Go back to explain. Game. Good. was kind of hoping that the weather was worse in Miami. I like landing in bad weather. That pumps up that immersion factor even more. But not today. We might look for some bad weather to fly out of on the next flight. We're going to do one more leg tonight. Alright, 3 minutes ago, top of descent. Maybe 4 minutes ago, like 20-something miles. Descent right after Foey. And I'll reduce the speed at Foey back to managed speed. Right now I'm in speed intervene. Doing Mach 0.80. Almost forgot to bring up the charts from Miami. And let's go ahead and do that. Can't spell Miami. KMIA. Come on. There you go. Alright, there goes our turn. Yep, there goes our turn at Foey. Let's go back to the charts. And we are going to be doing the Flipper 5 arrival, which runway 9. Snow sit. And the star is Flipper 5. That's huge. Alright, let me just make sure descent is going to be good. Let's bring it back to managed speed. Turn off speed intervene. No clouds. Did the sim forget to load? Let's see. Okay, doing custom weather. Alright, that's good. Alright, speed's coming back nicely. Our descent rate is kind of high. Might have to bring out the drag. There you go. It's asking for drag. Yeah, bring out the drag so we can get back on profile. So the speed brakes are out, which is good. profile is catching up, which is good. Not sure why there's no clouds loading, but we'll see. Maybe the first hiccup for the day. Anyway, this is our approach. We're gonna go Fowie. We're at Fowie right now. We're gonna go to Flipper. Zunga, lovely. Downwind, make a right turn and come back to runway 9, which is this runway right here. That's what we're gonna be taking. And then we're gonna be coming on ILS 9, which we verify the frequency as 110.909.2. That's what we have in there. And then if we look at the airport itself, we're going to be landing on runway 9, this runway right here. Long enough runway, so actually I put speed brake to 1, because we have all this runway to get off and still taxi down to the gate down here, international arrival. So put the auto brakes to 1. Get off of every T3 or U uniform. So yeah, we're good. We're briefed. Hey, Swole217, man. Thanks for the subscribe. Thanks for joining me on the stream. The RG mod, there's a... Let me see if I can find a link for it and put it in chat. Then you have to donate to them to get the RG mod stuff. That's the only thing. Let me see if I can find that for you. I think I might be able to find it. Hold on. Let's see, there's a link for the RG mod. Hold on a sec. This is the RG mod website. vk.com/explain. I'm gonna put that in chat for you guys. But that's where all the RG stuff is. Typing it in right now. Explain _ RG _ mod full. Alright, so I'm pasting a link here in chat for you. So you can have that. Yeah, try that link right there and click on it, take you over to the RG mod page. Alright, let's get back to flying. Let's reduce our MCP altitude some more. Take it all the way back to 10,000 feet. Stow that. Why do I feel like we're high here? And I have no clouds. What's going on? Let me just check, make sure that we have the right altitudes here. Yeah, I think we do. Plane's not descending. Why is that? There we go. Pilot error, not paying attention. Allow the airplane to climb when it should be descending. We're 2,400 feet above profile. Not good, but we got the speed brakes out. And we're gonna get it down. If we have to go long, get vectored back into runway 9, we'll do that. One more thing, let me just check clouds. Huh. no cloud. Let's see. This is the first hiccup I see with Flight Sim Global Real Weather. You know what? It is accurate. There is no cloud. It is clear skies. It is clear skies. That's what it's saying. Wow. Okay. No problem. Let me go back and make sure that it's running. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, something happened there with the visibility and the weather. I'm not sure. It didn't regenerate. Let me download dynamic weather most current. And it will take a while to download. Well, Miami Center is online 13225. All of a sudden it's getting busy, guys. Alright, let's do that. Miami Center. Caribbean 2806, descending via the Flipper 5 arrival.
Caribbean 26, Caribbean 2806, Squawk 450.
Squawk 4501, Caribbean 2806. There we go.
Miami Center, American 702, wind gust flight level 360.
Alright, so we're getting back on profile. It's good. And then
American 1002, Miami Center.
getting to transition altitude, 18,000 feet. Let's go over to standard.
4503 to Boston.
Let's go over to, there we go.
Caribbean 2806, radar contact 6 miles south Virginia, QVOR. Miami altimeter 3015, expect ILS runway 9er approach, descend and maintain 3000.
3015 on the altimeter, expect runway 9er approach, descend and maintain 3000, Caribbean 2806. Good, so we're getting clearance into Miami. Awesome. So we are clear down to 3, we are on profile,
Miami,
and we can actually stow the speed brakes, which is good. Awesome.
American 1510, Miami Center, good afternoon, Squawk 4504.
Got real busy all of a sudden. Alright, not a problem.
Alright, 4504.
Let me just check on FSGRW. See, there's a weather refresh.
Contact 18 miles west.
Transferred. Okay, so it's loading up the sim with the weather now. It says FS Global Real Weather is currently setting the initial weather in your flight simulator. This might take a few minutes, and flight simulator may not be responsive during this process. Well, hopefully it becomes responsive. There we go. All right, coming into Miami, folks.
Center, good evening.
And I gotta do one more thing here. Sorry about that. Let's just do this.
American 905, Miami Center, good evening, Squawk 4505, 4505.
Alright, here comes Miami. Looking nice.
American
I like that.
1610, radar contact 18, direction 25 miles south of Del Rey intersection. And then maintain level 1.
Alright, what is this asking for? Drag. Clear that because the speed is coming down. Okay, that's fine. Speed's coming down.
Miami Center, American 54.
Give it a 1 notch of speed brake. There you go.
American 905, radar contact 77 miles west, Nassau VOR. On course.
Let's do the weather radar. See if there's any weather out there. Nothing.
She's on
Good.
course, American 905. Miami Center, November 25, Bravo Golf.
Alright, speed brakes armed. I'm sorry, back and stowed.
Bravo Golf, Miami Center, Squawk 4510, 45 minutes.
And we should be slowing down to 250 out of 10,000 coming up. Surprised it hasn't commanded it yet. We'll see if it does.
American 1454. Clear to Lester B. Virgin International Airport. Get a heavy to departure minutes 5. Get 57.
Sorry about that, Billy Goat. I think the frames were ripping when I was loading weather from
squawk 4507.
FSGRW, but I think it should be back and okay now. Alright, here comes the speed drop.
54.
Let's just help it out so I could slow down to 250 knots. 240 knots at 10,000. Looks like it is. That's good. And we can start our descent. Perfect. So VNAV is holding fine. So basically we just on direct heading here, getting vectors back to the runway. And we can't see anything above Miami because we are in the clouds.
Altimeter 3018.
Stow that. Perfect. We're basically in the clouds. We're not going to be able to see anything at all. A little bit of Miami down there. We could probably make out. Not much.
Prime Center American 1454, cleared airport. The airport has filed depart the Headley to departure, then the Headley climb by the city, that's flight level 35010 departure, departures with you. Squawk 4507, American 1454.
American 1454, read back direct, runway 8 right for departure, advise ready for descent.
I need to get a higher rate of descent here. I'm going to go ahead and take over. Vertical speed is down to 3,000.
Check only 8 right, American 1454,
descend 1,500 feet a minute.
American 1454, runway 8 right, taxi via Whiskey, November, Mike 1, altimeter 3015.
Alright, we're below 10,000. Lights can come on. These lights.
Runway 8 right by Whiskey, November, Mike
Go to
1,
continuous.
3015.
Turn on seatbelt sign, which we should have done earlier. Everything checks out overhead. And we are descending nicely. Good.
American speed 10, proximity to maintain 16,000 to 809. Climb altimeter 3015.
And we are in IMC.
Alright, proximity at 28016 for
nice.
Cobra 311 Miami Center, you with me?
There we go, breaking out the clouds. We are over the Everglades. This looks like the Everglades. Yeah, we're out west. Not bad. Not bad indeed.
Caribbean 2806, turn left heading 210 vectors for the descent.
Left heading 210 vectors for descent. Caribbean at 2806. So I guess I'm too
American
high.
1454, squawk mode Charlie. You went the other way.
210.
Take a run, pop
Still
up,
descending.
and take it all the way up to Mike Point.
Take away on pop and Mike 1.
Yeah, I should have been lower already than this. Let me help it down some more.
American 905, Potomayor.
That's the reason why he vectored me to go left.
Miami Oceanic offline radar service terminated. Frequency change.
Let's bring this to like 2,000 feet a minute.
All right,
Get
going
it
to
down.
American 905. Check ATC and sir. Bye-bye.
I love the way those engines spool down, man. It sounds so good. Yep, we are over the Everglades. Nothing but water and alligators out here. And swamp.
02 Miami Center, good evening. Squawk 4511, 4511. Caribbean 2806, turn right heading 360 vectors for the approach.
Right, 360 vectors for the approach. Caribbean 2806. Alright, 360. Turning right back around.
He's headed on
There we go.
360.
Yeah, this is
Open
what
311
passengers
Miami
look
Center
at
is,
flying over the Everglades.
evening.
Nothing but just
Squawk
swamp.
4512 4512.
4512 on the box for 311.
1702 radar contact, 37 miles northwest, Treasure VOR, on course.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go checked. And we can stow that. Bring it to like 1,500 feet a minute. Or 1,000 feet a minute. It's good. So we don't speed up. Perfect.
Arabian 2806, turn right heading 060.
Right, 060, Caribbean 2806. So we should be picking up the, yeah, there we go. We got the glide slope we just picked up, and we should also be picking up the, coming here, we should be picking up the localizer.
311 radar contact.
So that's arm VOR loc, which is good. We're below the glide, which is where we want to be.
Welcome aboard. So you're going to maintain level 360 or you climbing the 380?
And the airport is out here. So airport is out here, and runway going to intercept. There we go. Awesome. We're looking good.
I think we can make it to flight level 380, Copa 211.
Yeah, bugs are part of this game, man. Black Knight.
380 on course.
But hey.
Climbing to flight level 380,
I love how the overcast look. Can't see the runway lights, which is good. Looks hazy. That's how the weather should look. That's pretty cool. Alright, here comes the localizer right here. We just picked it up. And it's already armed via our loc.
Arabian 2806, 11 miles from grid, flight present heading, maintain 3000 until established on localizer, cleared ILS runway 900.
Present heading until establishing localizer ILS 9er approach, Caribbean 2806. Alright, so I would say we are about 15 miles out. Yep, here it is right here. 20 miles out, DME. So we're 20 miles out from the airport. Good, speed's good. We're going to bring back to 210 at about 15 out or something like that.
American 1454, climbing wind 040 and 9, just 16 RNS and only runway 8 right.
This is called Alligator Alley. This is a highway that runs from the east coast of Florida to the west coast of Florida in the middle of nowhere, and there are alligators on that road all the time. I think that's what it is. Could be wrong. Maybe that's further north. Alright, and bring it back to 210 so we can intercept this localizer at a decent speed, then drop it back to 180, and then about 10 miles out or so we'll drop the speed down. We're 17 miles out. Alright, speed's coming back. Localizer hasn't come in yet. We could do this and watch the localizer needle come in. Okay, VRR mode. Watch the localizer come in, and we also watch the glide slope. So we're to maintain 3,000 until established.
November 8 Bravo Golf, apologies discrepancy.
Where is this?
I'm going to maintain
Nice.
8,000. Report leaving 13,000.
Alright, localizer's coming in. You can see movement on the needle. And the airplane autopilot is picking that up nicely. And we are currently 14.9 miles out, 15 miles out, which is good.
November 258 Bravo
Airplane
Golf,
is flying this beautifully.
apologies discretion. Descend and maintain 8,000.
There we go.
13,000.
So we're on VRR loc. We can arm the approach. That will arm the glide slope.
Climbing there. 4 airborne, climbing 1500.
And we're at Goran set at 3,000.
American 1454 radar contact. I'm going to maintain flight level 350.
Heading is set. And the glide slope is coming in.
Well, maintain flight level 350.
12 miles out. Let's go back to 180 knots and bring on a notch of flaps. So we can manage the speed. I go to flap 5. There we go. Slow it down nicely.
American 16 and 30 as if you went off the star. Test heading 190 vector to the aircraft.
We can Here to trim. We're on the glide slope now. At 11 miles out, landing at 145 because we have wind, crosswind.
American 1610, are you able to proceed direct highly, going the highly 7 arrival?
Alright, I think we can see the field out there. 10 miles out, we're going to bring it back. 160.
That's connected, but we can reprogram it in our FMC for you if you like.
And let's drop the gears. Let's bring on the lights. Continuous mode is selected.
Yeah, Miami, mid-10, 9191, 16,000, 40 from Treasure.
Ding the cabin. Alright, here we go.
How do you say your call sign, sir? Midcon
Announcement is late.
Center is evening 0 squad 45130 group
4513, mid-10, 9191.
Alright, let's arm the speed brakes. Speed brakes armed. We are 6 miles out. Let's go back to final approach speed, which is 145. And bring out the rest of flaps. 25, 30, then 40.
Arabian 28, there's climbing 10409, S16, runway 9, clear to land.
Runway 9, clear to land, Caribbean 2806. Alright, speed's coming back nice. We're on the glide. Speed brakes armed, auto brakes set to 1. Let's put it to 2. And the lights are on, cameras notified. Well, my airplane.
On course, 9191.
Turn off the auto throttle. See if I can land this thing.
November 2 Bay.
So I haven't landed a plane in how long? Auto throttle's off, autopilot's off. Let's see if we can get sonogram safely.
8,000 Opalaka, altimeter 3015.
Send to maintain 8,000 Opalaka, altimeter 30. Say again, what was the altimeter?
3015.
3015.
Through the bottom of Myers Space, northwest center offline radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Still low, but speed's good. There we go.
Adios.
200.
Getting blown, we got a crosswind there. Shoot. Oh, we're off.
100.
A little bit high. Oh, we're long and high here.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Get it down. Get the brakes out. Reverses out. Manual braking. Oh, they're clapping for me? Really? Surprised they're clapping.
Arabian 2806, welcome to KMIA, exit left when able. Exit to the gates, right on Tango, cross runway 12.
Left enable, right on tanker, cross runway 12. Caribbean 2806. Alright, that was an ugly landing, but I'll take it. I don't think my reverses came out for some reason. Could be wrong.
Alpha 311 indicating 60.
I'll take this landing. It's fine.
Thank you.
Alright. And while we're taxiing in, let's start APU. 1, 2, 3. Turn off the landing lights can come off. Runway turn off lights can come off. Turn that off. And the strobes come off. Okay, good. Alright. We got clearance across the runway here. Good to go.
American 1610, turn right heading 210.
Turn right heading 210.
And let's bring up the flaps.
American 1610, Miami altimeter 3015.
And
Expect ILS runway 8 right approach. Speed maintain 10,000.
brakes. Calm down.
Alright, Miami,
And we're taxi over to the international terminal.
Selected for ILS 1.09 and down to the
Turn off the brakes there. I was long and high on that landing for some reason. We could turn off the window heat and the pitot heat can come off. Good to go. Reset that.
November 258 Bravo Golf, block 3016. Expect visual runway 9 or left approach.
And let's just taxi over to the terminal over here beside that Delta. Alright, stop the clock. 1 hour, 20-minute flight has been accomplished. And we got APU available. Turn off the engine bleeds. APU bleeds can come on. There we go. And I need to get a good airport for Miami. This is part of Drizwecki's airport, but it's no good. At least this one is not. Put this up here beside the Delta.
Midcon 191, cross any enemy 13,02809. I'm altimeter 3016.
Any 13,000 at 280 at the speed, Midcon 9191.
Yeah, this airport is terrible. I gotta get a good airport for this scenery, man. Alright, let's pull it into this gate. Shut him down. And jump into 900. Stop it right there. Parking brake set. We can kill both engines. There we go. And we are here. Turn off the fast seatbelt sign.
National Aircraft Miami
Anti-light vision come off. And wing lights off. Alright, we're set up to go. And we can turn off the yaw dampers. Good to go. Alright folks, welcome to Miami. Long landing, but I had the runway to do it. If it was any time to do it, it would have been now. And we are in Miami.